G'day everybody, Alibar Jones here, welcome back to the show. Love sharing this video. As it turns out, our team has allies across the stars. We do have some verifiable friends out there. This is where some of the Taygetans actually reached out to us. Not the Taygetans that Gosha is talking about in her video, her YouTube videos. And more power to her. Good luck. Well done, whatever she's doing. This is a different group of Taygetans because Taygeta is a big planet. Now, these guys identify themselves as retired light warriors, which is an interesting sort of game to play. And the things that they're telling us, the things that they're talking about, tell us so much about what's going on in our galaxy, a heck of a lot more than anything Ghosh is saying. So we have a real conflict of what's going on from Taygeta. Now, I'll let you fill in the blanks there, but there are a couple of things I should let you know before we get into that recording. One is I don't have a comment on what Ghosh is doing. Whatever she's doing, great. Two, this individual found one of my students and reached out to one of my students, and my students did the channeling for this interview. In my trainings, channeling is not some mystical, magical thing. There's a process with different spiritual anatomy that you use. It's always successful. And so I suppose that leads into, I also have a class starting on the 28th of January. If you'd like to be part of that class, by all means, get on my website, alibarjones.com. And if you put your email into my website somewhere, you will end up being invited to the class. It takes about a year to complete all of the things I have to show you. The curriculum list is epic. You'll love it. You really should check that out. But it takes people to the tippity top of the game, and it allows people like just students to reach this level of contribution to humanity, where we're able to harvest intel from across the stars about the very specific problems that they have and that are being repeated here on Earth. So we can see a few steps ahead what's going to happen next. And I'm very, very impressed with what we found. So I also want to talk about our team becoming a consolidated team, giving ourselves a team name and releasing a website and becoming a faction in the world. So, vying for political and not economic, because we don't have any economy at the moment, but in causing a revolution in the world, in the astral planes, we can call ourselves magical freedom fighters. And so now we'll have a name and a flag, so to speak. Quite looking forward to releasing that as the stars dictated the timing on January 30. So without much further ado, here we go.
I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Yeah, so one more thing about this video is that it's been in the queue because I did a few videos over Christmas. We've been waiting to release them. And this video has been waiting a couple of weeks, but Gosha, who is talking about the Taygetans every day, actually had a big scandal. And there's apparently the Taygetan leadership is selling out to an off-world species so that Earth will be enslaved or some jazz like that. I'm not really up on the details, but the top caste of Taygeta is apparently about to be replaced. So some sort of revolution, something like that. But it seems like there's a lot going on there that we're not quite up to date with. And I'm going to be phoning this guy up again just because we don't know if what he said sparked it, if the suspicion came out because of what he said and sparked the suspicion or not. We don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned. There's plenty more. So if you're okay if I record this, if I publish it, and there's no promise that I will.
Just don't.
I'll delete your name and your face out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see Frosty back there.
Lovely work.
Guy
So,
was
who are you again?
low
We're gonna-
car.
Okay, and who do you represent?
Taygetan old guard.
Right. And what are you doing here connecting to this lady?
We sent her. She's a scout. She came with what you guys you call indigos.
Sure. Yep, I get that.
He's showing me like slave trade. It's more pictorial now. It's like a slave trade, but and trying to get the children through.
This is confusing. Perhaps you should explain it in words, step by step. I know you've got a lot to say and you think you have to say it all immediately, all at once, but why don't you slow down and explain a few things first, right? You say you're together old guard. Is there a new guard?
New guard is in league with the bad energy or the bad entity in the universe.
Right. And what do you call the bad entity in the universe? What do you call it?
The black goo, the galactic goo, the galactic black goo.
All right. Yeah, the great nothing?
Yeah, great nothing. We just know it as the black liquid.
Yeah, right.
It envelops everything.
Yeah, we're on the same trail then. We're chasing the same thing. And so what are the new guard? Who are the new guard?
The new guard are ones that have gone by the wayside and bought into the galactic takeover.
So are you saying that the new guard has been conquered?
Not conquered, manipulated.
All right. So are they working for the dark side?
Yes.
Do they know
Not always. Some do, some don't.
So what happened to them?
Their leadership was fooled by the galactic AI.
Awesome.
And then they're trapped in the black goo on the phasic level. They can't move.
So they've been trapped.
Yes.
Okay, so, and what planet are you from?
Taygetan.
And is the Taygetan, the Taygetas are halfway famous here on Earth, you realize?
Possibly, but we're old guard, old, ancient.
Yep. Are you saying that the new guard, and which ones are the ones operating here on Earth? The old guard or the new guard?
New guard. Some
Right.
pretend to be old guard, but they're not.
Okay. And so where's your home base?
Taygetan is a green planet in the mountains, in the under the earth, not earth, but under the ground.
Yep.
And the caves to protect because they're crystal. So we use the old ways.
That's cool. That's cool. How much of our galaxy is under attack from the goo?
Almost all.
What about together?
Taygetan, yes. But resistance fighters like you
Right. Okay.
trying to fight.
And can you tell me everything I need to know, or everything you can, about the goo?
It's from another dimension.
Yep.
It wants to consume everything,
Yep.
like a tidal wave moving through the universe and galaxies, smothering, consuming, just constant consumption,
It's an ever-growing locust plague.
like a tidal wave,
Yeah.
washes over, and then when it sucks back out,
So
it washes over again.
how do we defeat the black goo?
Central sun needs to be charged.
Say that word again.
The central sun needs to be charged,
Okay.
like there's a crystal, show me like a crystal pyramid in the middle of the central sun.
Right.
It's amazing.
Has the central sun been subsumed into this tidal wave?
It's fighting back, but if not,
Not winning.
if it's not winning, it's pivotal. But it's strong.
The fight goes on.
The fight, yeah. Oh, yeah. Central sun.
So you want us to go fix something in central sun? Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that.
With fix the pyramid.
Okay.
Fix the pyramid. It's like a crystal pyramid in the center of the sun.
Yep.
Get the right energy. Focus through it.
How come you guys can't do that?
Our numbers are small. Our old guards only on planet 30. We have sent out operatives or scouts for the past, it says millennium.
So you're not a very cohesive unit, mate.
Try to be thorn in the paw. Thorn. We try to save the children.
Stop that. And every time someone says save the children, like they stop making sense after that, and there's no further discussion. Everything becomes about that.
Keep shot. Sorry, I gotta take a breath because that hurts right there.
Yeah.
Kept showing me inside the central sun, like a crystal.
I see.
The four-sided pyramid.
I see it completely. Why does it hurt?
Oh, it's just, well, it's just the pressure from him coming through right there in my heart.
Okay.
I mean, not bad. I mean, not painful. Just,
No, you just need to breathe. That's all right.
yeah. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this. So.
It's okay. It's okay. So
It was just so much information.
it's all right. It's all right. So what you're saying is Together has fallen.
Yeah, it's falling, but people are still fighting. Yeah.
So you haven't explained why you guys haven't done it.
By the time the planet was under attack, it was too late. Our numbers were too small.
Describe the impact.
Like waves of energy destroying infrastructure. Then the black goo comes in on the energy. It shows up like just being shot into bodies and then just being subsumed and they're like zombies.
Could you be more specific about waves of energy? What are you talking about?
Like our communication systems first. Wave like a pulse of energy. Taking out across the planet. Anything technical. Second wave, there were three waves. Again, higher level of energy, incapacitating millions of people on our planet. Third wave, the black goo comes in and covers everything. In the high density population places. Old Guard had encampments in the crystal caves that protected them, but not enough energy to save lots of people. Because the ruling class, the elites, sold everybody out. Initially went to a different space eventually, but black goo got them too.
Of course it did.
Survivors were taken off planet as slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Standing there, straightening your shoulders, going like this, going.
Okay. So what would you have done to prevent the first part of the attack?
Use the crystal energy in the caves to get them amplified and create, not necessarily, it's showing like a pulse going out at a frequency, a really high frequency, to stop that. Kind of like encase the planet in that.
So you would have used crystals to maintain a shielding system. Yeah. Have you seen the shielding system I installed around Earth?
Yes, we like it.
Is it sufficient?
For now, need to charge it. Need to make sure you recharge it regularly.
Can I expect the planet to do that? The sun's willing, that's good.
The sun, central sun can help.
No, the local sun's willing to do it.
Local sun. Yeah, just need to make sure that it's charged, and then if there's any patches, or there might be a gap that gets broken through.
Well, I'll look at it again, but
Very excited. Yeah, he's liking the way that looks. He's not wish we would have had the.
I wish I had that earlier, eh?
Well, they had the crystals. It's just they didn't have the capacity to amplify the way they needed to because they had limited resources.
Yeah, right. Okay. What else can you tell me?
Saying that on the outskirts, on the edges of the universe, there's lots of like 30 or 40 planets that have not succumbed, but it's because they got that crystal,
That crystalline tech.
the energy box or whatever you want to call it around the planet. But it limits how they can interact with people or other planets.
It's called Procyon's one of those planets, and it's a quarantine net.
Yeah.
Like it limits what can come in and come out. So there are some quarantine planets who are able to prevent this from happening. Just for argument's sake, let's say the Earth does become a quarantine planet and doesn't get hit with the shock wave.
That would be good for Gaia. Give Gaia a chance to recuperate.
Do you guys have demons on Taygetan?
Solar.
Say again?
demons, Solor,
That's your word for them, is it? Solor.
Solor, because they go for the soul.
Right, yeah. Okay. And were they present when you guys were hit?
Second wave.
Second wave what?
First wave was well, yes, because what's his name? Yeah, because the governing bodies and entity, people in charge, had sold out and become possessed by the demons.
And the demons are the creations of the black goo and their servants. Right?
So they made it so the protective shield or whatever they had up was down. So they talked everybody into shutting down whatever protections they had to let the first wave come through, to disable everything. And then the second wave was like another wave of energy, soul eaters is what he calls them. Soul eaters.
All right. So let's get this straight. They've been cultivating my planet and yours for a very long time.
Long time.
And they've been doing this so that the leadership of our planet will open the castle gates, so to speak, and let them in.
Yes.
And then once they're in, they then bring in something called the Soul Eaters, and the Soul Eaters have a feast on humanity.
You call them demons.
Yeah. All right. And then then a lot of people they sell as slaves, and some others they just fill them with the black goo and they become another extension of that intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Like a giant. The way showing the way the planet is just like a giant.
Yeah, but we can set
spongy cobweb.
Yeah.
Goo crap all over it, except for these pockets of resistance, but they're in those. You're showing me about 10 or 12 in this crystal cave system.
Right. And in your opinion, are planets recoverable after they've been hit?
If you can use the technology of the central sun to clear with the pyramid and the energy, the goo can be
Deactivated.
Deactivated, like it's shocked and then it just becomes brittle. He's showing me.
Yep.
And it just kind of dissipates.
Why wasn't the central sun pyramid working in the first place?
Because it had lost its charge. It's like there was a rotational issue with it. He's showing me that it got off, like it's rotating.
Yeah, okay. So
but it got hit. It's like the central turn
got pushed out of alignment.
Yeah, like that. And it's out of alignment.
Yeah, bummer. Is it feasible for us to realign it?
Yeah, if you can coordinate like a crystal. He's showing me 3 or 4 really big, like quartzy crystals.
Yep.
And if you can triangulate them,
yeah, we'll see.
At the equator, equivalent of like the equator of the central sun, because it's just off just a touch with that slant or whatever it's on is enough to make it not effective, as it could be. And he said we could realign it.
Yeah.
And take those crystals.
Yeah, I've got the data pack. I've got the, you just download me a data pack.
Okay.
And make it available to anyone watching this video.
Yep. You get that?
Got it.
Very excited.
Yeah, no, thanks for being so much.
Yeah, he's crying blue tears. They're like happy tears. He's like, finally, these weird, sad, happy tears.
Well, is the Earth a special place or is it not?
The earth is a sacred spot.
Why?
What was developed millennia ago was the best of all galactic technology, biology.
You tried to create the perfected being, the perfected human.
But then caretakers pampered people. And it got off course. But still is the best.
It's still pretty, we're still pretty sharp, are we?
In terms of biotechnology and quantum physics, astrophysics, everything in that, in one corporal being is nowhere else. Parts of it in different places, but not.
All right. So we're the sharpest version of the human form that's ever been created, is what you're saying.
Yes.
So we are a hot rod.
Yes.
Cool. Well, does that make us more capable of pushing this invasion off?
Yes, but every body needs to be awake and on the same frequency. Or on, not awake, he said on. And it's like there's a trying to see where it is. Like behind the pancreas or something, there's like a little vestigial thing back there that you just need to flick on.
There's a switch behind the pancreas.
Yeah, or something like that.
Give us a data packet.
Okay.
It's like a flat surface, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Thanks. And you want us to switch that on?
Yeah, if you can activate, it's going to.
If we can activate it, then what? Then what?
That activate and educate, you know. People need to understand why.
No, you're not on point here, mate. Just collect your thoughts. Let's imagine that we switch on that little plate behind everybody's pancreas, right?
Created the ultimate collective conscious, and it becomes like a laser, and you can shoot it anywhere you want.
Right. Okay. And that can harness the thought power of all of the earthlings.
Everybody. Even every human.
Do we need all of the humans, or do we just need a selective group? Because if we had, let's imagine we could activate a couple of thousand people that way. would that be
It would work, but it would take longer.
all right? Because we don't need to align everybody. We just need enough people to form a tool that can do the job. Aligning everybody, because this culture has been victim to, well, the goo's brainwashing. The goo's been at play here, and I don't want to have to recreate the thoughts in every human about the goo. But what we can do is use the people who've already deprogrammed themselves and use their collective directed energy to perform the tasks required to, well, do a few different things.
Yeah.
Just create the tool or the weapon to get rid of them.
Yeah.
I'll let
Big
you
job.
know.
It's a big job.
Well, I'll let you know that our team has bumped into some of the galactic level guys who are organizing this at a galactic level.
Yes.
And they're scared of us. They, like our first clash was we dominated them very quickly. And most of them tried to run out of the portal of this galaxy, tried to escape out of this galaxy.
Yes.
The effort to create the perfected being has created maybe not a perfected being, but our team is strong enough that we haven't had a clash that we've lost.
Even kind of giggling now. Is that even if humans only use the 10% of their brain?
Oh yeah, that old chestnut.
Yeah, he goes, it's still better than anything out there.
Yeah, well, look, we're doing what I'm telling you is we're doing okay. There's hope. We're active, we're activated, we're out there, we're on task, and we are advancing the cause of the natural rather than the artificed. So, look, we're really glad to hear from you, and I think we're going to ask more questions. But it sounds like you put us on the right path to, what's the word I want to say? Amplify that shielding system, because there's a few planets around who are using it and using it effectively.
Say quartz is the best.
Yeah. Well, look, yeah, okay.
Only because you see there are other ones that are powerful in other ways, but it's because you can put higher energy through quartz than anything else.
Well, the quartz is incredibly flexible in the frequencies you can use through it, which is not true of all other crystals. Well, most other crystals, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are you talking about getting 50 kilos of quartz?
Yeah.
How much quartz?
He's showing me like 3 or 4, depending on what kind of pyramid you use, if you use a 3-sided or 4-sided. But about the shape of a couple of, I'm doing pounds, so, you know, 100 pounds. So
Okay.
50 kilos, whatever, about 4 of them or 3 of them, you know.
So that each of them the size of a dining chair.
Yeah, chair or small bowl, you know, rock, you know, big boulder.
Yeah. Yeah, I can reach out for that. I can do that.
He's just like clapping his hands.
And you reckon that will be a tool that will be unstoppable in this context?
That tool, it could be replicated on a number of planets to create like
And
a link, a crystal. It just is like a suit, like a. He's calling it a thermal cannon.
cool.
If you could coordinate it.
I'm sure I can figure out how to use it, you know.
He said, "Here, have this." If it makes any sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a tetrahedron
Yeah.
thing that you're doing, yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to send you guys some tech as well. I'm going to send you guys a loop bomb. I don't know if you've seen these before. This is a loop bomb. This is a torus field that collects.
Thank you. Ours was dying, and we couldn't get out to get it repaired.
Yeah, right. Well, look, this loop bomb, when you put it in contact with negative energy, it absorbs and converts it into a far more positive energy. You may need to run it through 2 or 3 times to get it through to a usable energy, to a positive energy. Right? But they'll expand in contact with dark energy, and you can split them up. So once, the 1 unit 1 consumes 3 units of dark, then you'll have 4 units and you can split them up and do different things with them.
Thank you.
Yeah, is that useful to you?
Yes, that will help us very much.
Yeah, well, look, if you've got energy, if you've got fuel issues, that'll solve them. Because you can reclaim energy off the dark side.
Yeah, he's showing me how, like, the majority of the planet's covered in this. Looks like a big black gooey sponge.
Yeah. I know what we can expect.
What?
I know. I've seen it. I've seen what it does to planets. It's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of humanity doesn't even realize there's a war going on.
That was the problem on Taygetan.
Yeah.
It was too late.
Yeah.
Many of us had come from. He's kind of like, it was like a retirement place for astral warriors. It's like there's like a retirement village, man. It's just like,
hey, look, it better have been fancy. If you guys don't respect your astral warriors, it better have been pretty lush. Was it?
for us, yes, because energy ponds, but it's to show me this beautiful green mountain valleys and things like that, very natural. But then everything you need was there, or could walk.
Okay. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah, okay. I can see the space. Yeah, okay. I approve. Yeah, look, I'm going to see if I can reach out and get some quartz points of that size.
He's saying there are a couple of phasic wells on Earth.
What the hell is a phasic well? What phasic well?
It's like a
Right.
rock monolith type thing, but he keeps showing me like Alice Springs, what's in the middle of Australia there?
Yeah, no, it's the big rock.
Yeah, he said because it's basically more's underground than there is above ground, and what's in there at the bottom could amplify whatever the thing. that
Yeah.
cannon thing.
All right.
And it's because it's phasey, because it's multidimensional, because it's an asteroid or whatever that's hit the planets that's got extraterrestrial energy fields in it. There you go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool. So we have to maintain that shield at all times.
Maintain the shield.
And if our elites were not going to allow them, if our elites were loyal to us instead of them, what are the chances that that they would succeed?
0.
They need they need collaborators, do they?
Yes.
And exactly
It's the contract. Just it doesn't hold up in the galactic court.
Right. And so when they indebt the earth enough that they have to come and take possession of the earth, they have to come and collect on it. Is that the deal? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
And then the rulership of earth says, yes, come and take possession.
And they're fooled because they're told they'll have a better place.
Yeah.
Well, it won't happen. They'll be sustained.
Oh, look, I don't know what price would be appropriate to sell out your species. I can't answer that question, but they're dumb enough to have an answer for that question. Anyway, the frustration aside, yeah, look, you're awesome. I'm glad we met.
Thank you for talking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was excited.
That's all right. Well, look, we're going to reach out to you again through Kim.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and you'll be talking to our whole team at that point, I expect.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, love to you. Stay well.
Thank you. Okay, well, that was trippy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty good outcome.
Because he'll stay, like, literally, what happened to me a couple of weeks ago at work, there's just a lot of negative energy at school that I couldn't blow off. So I said, I'm going to go in my car, I'm going to do a quick meditation, just do a really quick chakra alignment, like 15 minutes. And I'm sitting there in my car. Dude is standing right there outside my car.
Oh, come on. Come on. You're being followed around by Space Fabio. It's okay. It's okay.
No, he's old, dude.
It can be
it's like I couldn't hear him. It's like he's, but thanks to you, I understood what he was trying to say now.
Yeah, well, he had a lot to say, didn't he?
Yeah, I got a lot of pictures I have to draw now.
Awesome. Do that. Yeah, do that, because this is going to be a whole fold. We're launching as the Earth Guard in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a whole folder.
I have to draw now. I have to make it local. So
he spent his whole life as an astral warrior, and then he retired out here when the invasion came.
Yeah, apparently that's what I got, is that, and including myself, we were in retirement and there was nobody left but to send us out. Kids, which now explains that, I used to have very dark hair, brown hair, but I started going gray in my 20s.
Oh, wow.
So, but I'd always colored it till about 4 or 5 years ago, and I said, screw it, just let it go. Because it's not even gray, it's actually white.
Oh, there you go. So your albino self.
My albino self through the indigenous. And now I understand why he sent me location-wise to come back on the earth into the mountains of Western North Carolina.
Yeah, right.
Because I would, it's always seemed familiar. I don't know how to explain it.
It's all good. It's all good. I've got another person I got to be on the call with.
No, that's okay, but we got class tonight, yeah?
Yeah, awesome. All right, see you in a little bit.
Awesome, thanks, sir.
All right, ciao for now.
I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.